You understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes we find ourselves sometimes having problem to probably get over a habit or our lifestyle or a certain way. You know, you come used
We're
to
creatures of habit. Is what you're
yes,
saying.
and you find you have difficulties. Sometimes a brother might not have a problem to get over something, but you might have find it difficult, and what you find easy, he would find difficult.
True.
Especially when it comes to eating
the proper food, how to eat to live,
and stuff like that.
This table was made from something that was already in existence. The chairs were made from something that was already in existence. The clothes that we wear are made from something that was already in existence. But that which was in existence was created by the originator, the creator God. Alright? So, he says, and God created man.
I got it for him.
So what is the meaning of the word image? What is the meaning of the word God? What is the meaning of the word likeness? These are our words. And you and I have never decided to ponder over the meaning of these words. Children of the Most High God. And with that said, I'd like to thank all of you for permitting me to come up here. I thank Allah for allowing me to come up here and share the information with you. I'd like to bring my brother back up. Like Allah. Please welcome my brother as he come up and share with us some valuable and useful information, knowledge.
Good.
Please give brother like Allah another one welcome to the stage.
Good. Alright. Alright. How's everybody doing tonight? Good. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna say that again because it's good. I need some excitement. Is it good? Oh, just great. Okay, good. First of all, it's always been a pleasure coming here, and I want to thank the brothers and the sisters for allowing me to build and speak. As you know, the last 2 times when I came, I shared hopefully some fruitful information that will open up your mind, open up your heart, and also open up the possibility of a better future than you have now. So today, based upon the request, I was asked to explain supreme mathematics and explain supreme alphabet and how you can apply them to your lessons. So you can see the lessons not from the face value, but for the deeper value that you can now become more successful in all of your undertakings. Today was a very important day. I brought my brother Jerul, who came out here from Los Angeles. I also shared this knowledge with him over the years. He's a film director, producer, an activist in the community, and he came here tonight to see what I've been doing. He's doing a documentary on my life, you know what I mean? And he wanted to understand the nature of where I came from, Belize. Well, the only way you can do that, you have to come here to see it, right? You have to come into the community where the people's at, not where the tourist goes, but in the community. So what I want to do, I know that this is some serious information here, but I'm going to have to erase this information so that you guys can actually see what it is. Can I do that? All right, good. All right, I just want to make sure that I ain't taking away nothing that y'all have. All right, good. Now, does everybody have a pen and a piece of paper? Because you got to write this down. We're going to write this down for everybody. Now, the brother mentioned something about in John 10:34. Do you see that on my shirt? John 10:34?
Yeah.
That Jesus said that all are God's, right? There is no secret, as I mentioned in the last 2 sessions, that the black man is the God, and the earth, meaning the woman, is the earth. And the children are the best part. But how can it be the best part if you, the black woman or black man, is not at your best? Right? You got to be at your best. And what does that mean? That doesn't mean just go pay rent, cook some food, buy some clothes. That's what you're supposed to do in terms of your responsibility. But at your best means at your mental best, so that when the babies is watching you, they know that what? That you are giving them the primary example of what greatness looks like. Because that's the first way you teach. Most babies, when they're born, they cannot speak. Can they speak? Can babies speak when they're first born? No. But they will give you signals to what's going on. If their pampers is dirty, they'll cry a certain way. If they're hungry, they want some breast milk, they'll cry a certain way. Well, this is the same thing that we're about to give you, some food for thought. So, if you remember the last time I was here, we talked about the supreme wisdom. Did we not? Yes, did we not? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to talk about mathematics. The literature that I gave Brother Muhammad is spoke about in the latest instructions in problem 13. It said mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics, and it can be proven in no limit of what? Time. Right? And time, we said, is motion. Right? You got to keep moving with time, or you'll be out of time, which means you'll be out of touch. And if you're out of touch with the people's not going to listen to you anyway. So what I want to do today, if everybody got a pen and a paper, I'm going to go through what the mathematics is and how do you apply it to your lessons. Because what it tells you in the degree, problem 13, it said if you don't use your mathematical theology, which is the study of God through numbers, you will not be successful. If you don't believe what I'm saying, read it yourself. It tells you right there. So we want to give you the tools, and we want to give you the way that you can open up many doors. But the way you got to do it, first you got to use common sense. Second, you have to use logic. Third, you have to use critical thinking. And fourth, you got to speak the language so that the people can what? Hear you. So, supreme, we're going to write this down. Supreme mathematics. Right? This is the first thing other than the history of the 5% nation that we teach. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, why are these numbers so important? Because mathematics is the universal language of the whole universe. Scientists will tell you that. Okay? Now, when you went to school, when you started studying math, they always told you 1 plus 1 equal 2. Is that right? Yes. Is that right? Yes. But if you tell me 1 plus 3 equals 7, I'm going to look at you kind of crazy. Because it will never equal that. So let's go through what the mathematics is. 1 is knowledge. And why is it knowledge? It is knowledge because it's the first thing that you want to know. You want some information. But you want useful information that can be practically what? Applied to your day-to-day existence. Is that not right? Because not all knowledge is good knowledge. Some knowledge is bad knowledge. It may not work for you. So this is why you have to what? Don't take the knowledge on face value. Study and research what someone tells you and then apply it to yourself to see if it works or not. That's knowledge. The second is wisdom. Now, what is wisdom? Some will tell you that wisdom is wise words spoken by a wise man or a wise woman, but wisdom truly is nothing more than experience. We sometimes say it's secondary, most necessary, because the woman represents the second and most critical part so that you can understand. Right? We said the babies is the best part. Without the woman, there won't be no babies. So she is the bridge that you have to cross to get to understanding. But she's going to put you through something. What's she going to put you through? The ultimate test. And what she's going to test you on? First, she's going to test you on your manhood. She's going to test you. She want to know, are you really a man? Not in bed. Right? Because everybody thinks they're a man in bed until you find out that your little pecker ain't doing nothing for her. We got to add a little humor to it. Or there's some truth to it too. Right? Because there is no honey without some money. Right? And this money, if you look at the word money, because we got to use mathematics, Money, right there in the middle, it says one. But before you get the one, you got to be on. And what are you on? You got to have your game tight. And you can't do that without the proper experience. Right? Anybody can read something out of a book. But until they experience the book, their wisdom has no substance. Their words have no meaning if what they're telling you ain't working for them. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Okay, understanding. 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 What is understanding? First, we're not talking about being under anything. Because to be under is to have cover. Right? I'm covering myself. No, but understanding means comprehension. I can see it. I can see what you're talking about. Because I'm applying it in a certain way that is simple and plain that a baby can understand. I'm not going to go out in high science and tell you that the rocket from here went 15 dimensions to the left by Mars. No, I'm going to bring it down to Earth and explain it to you by taking time, giving you some affection, not an infection, some affection, patience, and I'm going to do it with a little love, and I'm going to sprinkle my little life on it. Because I might have to lay down my life for you. But you got to be worthy of that. I'm not going to just give you that. You have to be worthy of that. And that takes discipline. But it also takes understanding. Okay? Understanding is to see things clear. And if you don't see it clear, then you better figure out if this knowledge and wisdom is really actual. Because if it's not actual facts, it may be something that's what? Tricking you to lead you down the road of trick knowledge. And we got a lot of people that's tricking y'all with knowledge that ain't working for none of you at this point. So, the number 4, culture. Right? We also say culture or freedom. But culture is a way of life. Right? How you do things. Belize has a certain culture to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Right? A certain way we speak, a certain way we eat, rice and beans, some dukanoo, some tamales, add a little lemon tart to it, add a little lime juice, and now you got a meal. That culture. But our way of dress, the Garifuna has a certain way they do things. That's their culture. The Chinese got their culture. And our culture, as we say in the nation of gods and earths, is our God, meaning not the individual God, but an intelligent God. Right? That knows how to use information so that we can grow and be better people. Remember I said it's culture or freedom. But what is freedom without paying a price? You're going to pay a price for freedom. It ain't for free. You're going to have to go through something in order to get something. So nothing from nothing leaves nothing, but you got to have something. And what is the thing that you must have? You must have the knowledge of yourself. How important and valuable you are as a black people. Everybody understand so far? Am I losing anybody out there with what I'm saying? No. Great. We're going to move right along. 5, power. Power, we say power or refinement, but we're going to keep it simple. Power. Now, what is power? We're going to go in the audience now. We're going to ask my little friend right there. This one right here. This young lady right there. What is power? I know I put you on the spot, but I got to do that. What's power?
Strength.
Power is strength. Okay, that's a good answer. Now, what's my little friend back there, the smiley one? Right there. Right back there. You. Right there. What's power? Don't look at mommy. Mommy can't help you. What's power? I guess it's just a look. All right, we're going to work with that. Just that power? Just stay in silence? Because silence is power too. Right? Sometimes silence is necessary. So even though she ain't saying nothing, she said a whole lot by just giving me that look. That's power. Okay? So I'm going to ask my other friend behind. No, you right there. Right there. Yeah, this is an interactive class. Right? Everybody going to get involved. What is power, according to you? Remember, we got to use common sense. What's power? Say that again? Never put wisdom before knowledge. Knowledge and wisdom. But you have to understand, without that, what power do you have? You can have all the knowledge and wisdom, but you have no understanding, and where you going to get power from? So power is the truth But it has to be applied a certain way, and it has to be organized effort. Because when you come together, organized in numbers, you got power, right? No one man can do it all by himself, or no one woman. But if you come together for a common cause, they can see the power of the people, right? So power is serious. It's nothing to play with. If we understand our inner power, we have to show and prove that. Okay? Now, number 6. Number 6 is equality. Everybody want equality, don't you? You want to be equal to what's going on in the world, don't you? We're going to ask our friend right here. What is equality?